What's going on, you guys? In this video, we're inside Midnight, or the black Civic. So depending on when this video comes out, as you can see, it's in parts and pieces because I've been doing a whole lot to it. Sorry, trying to talk in the future here. But I did make some videos on Midnight, and I believe it was putting motor into this car. I got the whole swap in and all of that. As you guys know, I went through the process going through the motor and all of that, refurbishing it, I guess, regasketing it. The main coolant pipe that goes from your thermostat housing to the water pump, that pipe was not in correctly. And when I put fluid into the car, it all came out. So that was the first issue. Then the second issue was getting the car to even start. I ended up getting underneath the dash and finding a bunch of different issues. There used to be like a push start button, and I'm not really about that. Me being the issue primarily created a whole nother issue by trying to delete those wires and stuff, but somewhere in that harness it was completely ruined and messed up somewhere. It kept on shorting out and doing a bunch of weird things. So I ended up acquiring the chopped Civic, which I don't have a lot of footage out there on it, but funny enough, it currently sits right over there in the junk pile. And 1992 hatchback harness, basically main harness, chassis harness. And with that, I put that in here. I made progress on trying to get the car started, but then I ran into the same unknown issues again, and there was plugs and stuff that weren't lining up because the hatch is different from the coupe only by a little bit. Sorry if I'm shaking. It is winter time, and of course today it's a cold one, but I want to get these videos out to you guys, so we're thugging it. I ended up taking that harness out. Then I acquired the drag Civic. If you guys seen that in my horrible montage clips, I basically took the chassis harness out of that car. Now I only swapped the front portion. I still could have some wiring issues from the rear of the car. That's also why the carpet is out of this car, so that I could go through that. And also because this car had like an eBay aftermarket carpet, and I don't like it. So looking for an OE black carpet. Maybe this video gets out in time. I'm looking for one. If you got one, let me know. There were some wires that needed to be fixed in that harness, and I fixed those and basically made sure that the harness was good. Put the harness back into the car. You guys can't see all that much because I got the whole heater box back in the car, but basically I got everything in there. I still need to plug some things in and stuff, but with winter it's a little rough to be out here doing this stuff, especially with her not being in the barn. I don't get wind protection or nothing out here. I'm trying to take my time with this car, as this car is the definition of a project car. For sure. This harness will work and be great. So I've got that in, and I've slowly been getting everything all wired up and back into the car. I also went ahead and took the old power steering rack out of this car, and I installed a manual steering rack. I still got to finish up putting the steering column back in, and that part and the ignition and all that. I guess now it's time to go into the cold. There's the drag Civic. And here it is. So I also acquired from the chopped Civic a full D16 Z6 swap, manual swap. So as you guys can see here, I just got the header on there for mocked up purposes, but literally like 3 days ago we had 50-degree weather and it was kind of nice and sunny out here. So my girlfriend and we got out here and I got the engine off the stand. I got the flywheel in. I got the clutch in. New throwout bearing in. Everything all greased and torqued to spec. Then I went ahead and got the transmission on the car finally. I also sent out the valve cover to paint by Corey. So shout out Corey, shout out my brother, and shout out AJ. They do amazing work, and this came out beautiful, and the camera doesn't even do it justice right now. Also with the lighting that we have, it doesn't do it justice. They came up with this custom purple color as the accent color of Midnight is purple. I also got inspired from one of the guys I follow on Instagram, Mr. C. So I painted up the timing cover black, and I feel